G'day guys and welcome back to another coach's interview. It is me, Trent, aka LaxLime, and today we have an interview with the owner of the Sacramento Kingdras. But before we get into it, just make sure you follow our Twitter and sub to the channel for the most up-to-date information. So Eric, say hi.
Is that my cue? Hi.
Yeah, that's hi.
Hi guys.
You need to talk. So that worked well.
We've already screwed this up. Roll with it. Roll with it.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. These are super professional interviews, so it's all good.
Oh yeah, serious business.
Yeah, serious stuff. So where are you from?
Well, as the name suggests, I am actually from Sacramento, so I got dibs on the name.
Oh,
Sacramento,
okay.
California. Central California. Lived here all my life.
Really? Because there's a lot of people with names from not where they're from, if that makes sense. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I have noticed that. I did notice that, and some people were eyeing the Sacramento Kingdras, and like, no, this is my town. You can get the hell out, man. This is my city.
Yeah, exactly. You.
So I played the card early. So I got the Kingdras just since it sounds good, and they're blue. The logo is kind of bluish purple to begin with, so it worked. It worked.
Actually, it's a pretty cool logo. I really like that logo.
Yeah, seriously, shout out to Feathers on Nugget Bridge for doing this for me. Seriously, huge favor, amazing artist, great person. I will post their Twitter in the description or something. I don't know, great artist.
It was yeah, it was cool. It was really cool logo. Actually, no, I do know you're from California because I saw your video about what was it, summer in March?
Oh yeah, it was like freaking 80 degrees in the beginning of March because for those of you outside the US, that is easily 30 Celsius, which is not really what you want to be having in springtime.
Well, you know what? You know what degrees it was today for me?
Let me guess, 40?
It was 38. So what's that? That's like 100, nearly 103.
Yeah, that's like 100 Fahrenheit-ish.
Yeah.
I know the range. That's it.
Yeah. It sucked. It was so hot. It was ridiculous,
Yeah.
and I had to work through it all. So it was
God.
not fun. Not fun at all. It's like
Dude.
it's 26 degrees now still, and it's 12:30 a.m.
Yeah, it's still summer there though, isn't it?
It is. It's autumn, so it's going into the summer or winter, and it's still ridiculous.
Yeesh. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I wouldn't trade with you.
No, it's horrible. You actually get used to it. You barely even notice it anymore. But like it always just makes me laugh a little bit when someone's like, "Oh, it's 30 degrees." I'm like, "Oh, that's a nice day."
Okay. To be fair, I didn't really have a time to readjust. I'd finally gotten readjusted to winter weather because I just came back from a trip to New Zealand where it was summer. So I went back, got freezing. I'm finally getting used to the cold weather and right back in the Satan's armpits.
Yeah,
Wonderful weather, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's it's too hot. I hate it. Sorry, we dropped there a little bit. So we're both back again. We apologise about that, but I think we were actually still talking about weather.
Yeah, I think so. You think you're about ready to talk about winter there or something?
Right. I don't really remember, but like winter here is good. I do enjoy it because it's like 24 degrees during the day, so that's sort of reasonable and like.
That's pretty warm.
It's still warm, yes, but it's a nice temperature. It's not like a death temperature of like 38 degrees. So you kind of get used to it. But it's
still reasonably warm.
Yeah, but it gets freaking cold it gets down to like 3 degrees, which is really cold for us Australians. So yeah. Did you enjoy New Zealand?
I did. I'd rather not talk about them, and since I talked about that in one of my other vlogs, shameless self-promotion, youtube.com/user/FlorBluesGames. Go subscribe.
Shameless.
Hey, did I ever say it was a shameful plug? No.
No. Oh.
But yeah, I don't really want to go into details. It was pleasant there, though. Really pleasant.
Yeah, it's just really beautiful country.
Yeah.
I guess
it's like Australia, but like less desert.
Yeah.
In terms of weather.
More volcanoes
It's surrounded by water on all sides.
Yeah. Well, so are we. We're just a lot bigger.
Yeah. And a lot more arid from what I've seen.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, it's, you know.
I haven't traveled extensively in Australia. I stayed in Australia for one night in Sydney on the way back from New Zealand last year.
It's yeah, that's just
So
the
I,
big
I haven't
city.
I haven't seen that much of it.
It's just one big city. It's a lot
Yeah,
bigger than Sydney. But I guess we probably should start talking about Pokemon because that's why we are here. And we're
probably probably sounds like a good idea.
yeah, yeah. Well, I guess so. We're just having a conversation, guys. But we'll get into the Pokemon now. So, like, I guess were you approached pretty early when to do this?
Yeah, early on, like this is before we even had the original 12. Was like early on. Like I think we only had around 6. I don't really remember when. But Jordy approached me as like, oh hey, you want to join a league? Just add me and Ash on Skype. So I did, and I'm really liking how this turned out for me, to be honest.
It's a cool idea. Like it's getting a lot of people together. Like I didn't
Yeah,
even know half of you guys before I got involved in the league as well. So
yeah.
it's
Like
been
I
it's
only
been
knew,
good.
I only knew of Ash and Jack before this. Me and Jordy were already friends. He followed me out of the blue one day, and we've just been kind of good friends ever since then.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, I knew of some of these other people. Most of these people in the chat, I'm just gonna take a look at it right now. I don't recognize them. I didn't know most of them before this.
oh
No,
yeah.
I know. I did know of Cipher. We did battle once, but that's it.
I truly didn't know many names. Like I know Cypher, yeah. Impa, yeah, that's Geordie and just Weavile as well. But a lot of the other names were very very new to me, so it's gonna be cool
Yeah.
looking around. So I guess like, how was the drafting for you?
Honestly, I really wish I had my picks from the first original draft we did when we had 12, because I had amazing picks. I had the first mega pick. I had like back to back picks everywhere. It was a good time for me. And then this draft was my positioning wasn't great. I mean, I could have gotten worse picks, but all ahead of me. So, oh well.
Yeah, like you did have some times where you did wait quite some time before
Yeah.
before you did get some picks in. But it's
Yeah.
like you still came out with a fairly good team in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, look at my team. I mean, it's definitely not perfect, but it's got some pretty strong Pokemon in it.
There's
I'm really surprised Northern wasn't picked.
yeah, like it's got a lot of offensive pressure, like a lot of offensive pressure with Boom Burst.
Yeah, Boom Burst, Draco Meteor, throw it over the
It's
house. They want it for coverage.
it's just it can be a monster. It like specs, it's a problem. And it's fast as hell. So
Yeah.
definitely, but like even you've got very bulky Pokemon too, and you've got like one of my most hated Pokemon ever on your
Let me
team.
guess, Blissey.
No. I hate this Pokemon even more, which is that
Gliscor.
Gliscor. Yeah, I can't
Oh
stand that
God,
thing.
yes, Gliscor. I'm sorry, but when I first started doing ORS teams, Gliscor Vaporeon was one of my first defensive cores. I really like it. It's got a lot of good synergy, and I knew that I already had my main offensive Pokemon, which is Mega Manectric. Sorry, Ipa. Sorry, but this is mine now. I'm sorry, I can't change that. So yeah, Gliscor and Vaporeon were my next two picks, just because I knew I wanted them because they work really well together defensively.
Well, definitely. They're you know what? Gliscor is a problem to deal with, and then Vaporeon thrown in the mix is another problem to deal with.
Yeah, they're both really stally.
Yes, and then you got Blissey, so
I just needed a backup special wall. I was like, okay, this is my best bet.
and then you got Wheezing.
Yeah, I made a key point to grab two defensive cores just in case I needed to be flexible.
Yeah, which is a good idea. And oh man, Wheezing is one of those annoying stall Pokemon as well.
Yeah.
It just
God, how is it still NU? It's so good.
it is so good, and I don't understand it as well. It is way too overpowered for NU in my opinion. Like I could easily bring it to an OU battle, and it could still do a lot of work. It's
Yeah, I
just
mean it does. That's when I first found out that defensive wheezing was a thing. Was watching Shady's battles where he'd always bring wheezing. I was like, oh wow, this thing's good. I want to use it.
It's too bulky. It's too bulky, and it doesn't. It has weaknesses. It's got the one weakness, doesn't it? It's just the psychic.
Yeah, yeah, just psychic.
Because it's
I mean,
the
its special
levitate.
defense is kind of crap, but I mean, who cares? It's not to take its special hit anyway.
Yeah, but yeah, you just play it right, and you don't take the special hit. And you know what? And its special attack is quite high as well. So, well, it's reasonable for a defensive wall. I can't remember exactly, but I know a sludge bomb and stuff still work.
It is, yeah, base special attack. I am just checking. Yeah, it's got a base special of 85, which isn't too bad. Uninvested, Sludge Bomb still does a lot.
Yeah, it's for a purely defensive Pokemon. That's all it's meant to be. It still has a very heavy hit.
Yeah, I'll just throw like ADVs in special offense, and it'll be punching holes.
I've seen people run assault vest versions of it as well, and work reasonably well. But I don't know. It depends.
No, you really need Will-O-Wisp for this sort of thing.
Yeah,
and recovery.
Yeah, but yeah, NU gets a little bit crazy at times. So
true. I'm not really super familiar with NU itself.
Yeah, not many people are.
Yeah. Like, I understand I get the gist of how it works, but not really. I tend to stick more to UU.
It's funny that because UU is probably my worst tier.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy UU, but there's just so much stuff in there that just ticks me off, like Hippowdon.
Yeah.
Seriously, whoever that I just don't like it. I flat out do not like it.
I'm not used to UU as well, so every time I battle in UU, I get swept nearly basically every time because
Hey, do you want to have a UU battle?
We can if you want. I've been trying to like get better at it, but I still don't know what's faster.
Actually, looking at this, like almost the OU Pokemon I actually have on my team are Gliscor and Mega Manectric. I don't really count Metagross itself as OU because it's only OU because of its Mega.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You cut out a little bit. You were just saying that you only had pretty much UU Pokemon on your team.
Yeah, I have UU and below. The only OU ones are Gliscor, Mega Manectric, and well, like I said, technically Metagross is OU, but that's only because of Mega Metagross. Base forms I don't really count. Regular Charizard is still NU as far as I'm concerned.
Charizard, yeah, it's lacking.
Yeah,
it's definitely lacking.
To put it politely.
Yeah, you know what? Which I do like is the Feraligatr.
Yeah, I was like, oh wait, this hasn't been picked yet. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, sheer force. It's a monster. It's going to be a monster.
I'm going to have so much fun with this.
It does really, really well, and I haven't actually even tried sheer force Feraligatr, and I'm scared of it without even trying it.
Yeah.
What else do we have?
I'm definitely a fan. I haven't tried sheer force Feraligatr. The only time I've actually used Feraligatr in a Wi-Fi battle was in my battle against Sword Annie O-coded with an Earth Power.
Oh, well that sucks.
Predicted the switch pretty well though, so props to him.
Yeah, that does suck. Is there anyone that you're really threatened by, or teams that you're really threatened by?
Overall, I don't really know if I'm super threatened by a specific team. Just looking at this, I know that I'm not going to have a whole lot of fun facing Brett, just because that is a seriously stally team. I mean, Slowbro, Zapdos, Chansey, Fortress, Aggron, Torkoal. I mean,
yeah.
Toxic is going to be my best friend those games. It really is.
Yeah, your Weezing would probably be the man to bring. You can do the Toxic and Will-O-Wisp on him, so
yeah,
you'd just be
it'll definitely yeah. That's something I'm not really looking forward to facing. I don't really feel threatened by it though.
Yeah, I understand.
Just looking at this, Ash has got a really strong looking team. I mean, Landorus I haven't seen that in a while, but I know it's really good. He freaking got my Pokemon mascot Chandelure. Fucking scrub.
There was a little bit of mascot stealing going around, wasn't there?
Yeah. There is. It gets old. Oh well. I like my team anyway.
No,
Slacks. I mean, I'm threatened by Slacks just because he has Scarf Darmanitan. That thing is terrifying, and he's got Whimsicott, which I despise from the bottom of my heart.
What about,
I mean, everyone's got like a really good team, to be honest.
I I probably wouldn't want
Oh,
to verse Gengar, to be honest. Just with his
uh,
team.
just taking a look at his team. Jirachi, Gengar, Togekiss, Trevenant, Sableye, Cincino, Gujo, Lopunny, Lilligant, Rotom Mow, and Dunsparce. Holy crap, no thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I think your interview will actually come out after his, and we were discussing, and he was basically telling everyone that his plan is just to annoy people. He, so
Oh, he's already doing it just for team preview.
yeah, so I would hate to verse that team. I would get so
Yeah.
angry.
Yeah. I like freaking Scarf Rachi. I am so glad that thing is not in UU anymore. Good
Oh,
riddance to it.
did it move up or was it BL'd?
It was just straight up OU now.
Okay.
So is Raikou though, which is a bit of a piss off since I really liked using it. Oh well. Let's see. Looking, Cyber's got a really strong team just because he's got freaking Talonflame in there,
Yeah,
which I hate.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Freaking OU trash.
Yeah, Talonflame. It just ruins everyone's day.
I think Greg's gonna be hard to play against because he's got 13 Pokemon.
Well, yeah, he'll be very difficult to counter. That's very
Seriously,
true.
Mega Pinsir, Mandibuzz, Tyranitar, Melodic Celebi, Volcarona, Porygon 2, Cobalion, Metaletta, Surfluff, Regigigas, which is a really odd choice.
It's super.
Caprice and Steelix.
That's pretty funny. I like that
seriously,
pick.
why? Why? It's so bad. I mean, sure, if you can stay around for 5 turns, it'll be fine, but let's be honest, you can't. No, something like that's not gonna stay around for 5 turns.
No, it's hard to use. It's hard to use.
So, hey, if he can use it, more power to him. More power to him.
Well, yeah, good on him. Really, really, it will be very interesting to see how he uses it because as soon as those 5 turns are gone, it's a threat. It's just getting to those 5 turns which make it very difficult.
Yeah, it's one of the few Pokemon that can't even learn Protect.
Can't? Oh no, it can't. It can't. Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't want you trying to stall it out.
Yeah, that's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah, it's. I mean, it makes sense, but it's also infuriating because Protect is one of those things you like to run on everything, like anything like bulky.
Yeah. Yeah. Is he actually the only Pokemon that can't learn Protect?
There are like I think he's the only Pokemon that can learn TMs that can't.
Oh, really?
Because I mean, stuff like Beldum and Magikarp can't.
Oh well.
Because they can't learn TMs.
Yeah, that's.
But yeah, I think he might be the only ones that can't. Overall, possibly the only one that isn't like garbage like Magikarp.
Yeah, and Phoebus.
Yeah. No, Phoebus can learn TMs. I think.
Can he?
I'm just gonna check that real fast.
I've never used him, so.
I used to have like one of the things I got when I first got into Pokemon was a Pokemon Emerald game guide, and it had like all information on it. It can learn TMs.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I've never really looked into what Phoebus can and can't do.
Yeah, it's not something that most people know.
I don't sit down and just read about Phoebus.
Yeah, it's not a common thing to do.
Who are you up against in your first battle? Is it Nation?
My first battle, I am checking the schedule. Cincinnati Charizards, that is Chris from Turtle Nation. That's going to be a fun battle because we have huge time difference between us.
Yeah, just like scheduling most of these interviews that I'm doing.
Yeah. Tons of fun.
Yeah. How confident you like? He's got a fairly good team.
Yeah, he's got a decent team. I did some rough team building. I actually planned to agenda it last night. Always, I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, but I like the look of it. I think I have a good chance of winning. I might not win, but god damn it, if I don't, I will put up a fight.
Well, that's all we want to see, really. A good fight.
Yeah.
Are you looking at taking the cup?
I'd like to. I sure as hell would like to.
Do you think you have a fairly good chance of taking the cup?
Modesty forbids me from saying that. Arrogance says yes. But yeah, actually, looking at the people in the league overall who I've actually fought, I've fought Jack once, beat him. That was a really good match. YouTube.com/user/fairlose games. First live Wi-Fi battle. You should check it out. I fought Jordy 3 times. He beat me 1 time because he outplayed me. The second time, I misclicked on my Mega Sharpedo, and that just went downhill from there. And the last game, he critted me to death. So I am overdue for a win against him. Goddammit.
That's.
I fought Cypher once back in XY, and I think he won. I know it was a close game either way.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm reasonably confident I can win enough games to at least possibly get into the playoffs.
Well, I was sort of expecting most people would say, "Oh, I just want to get to the playoffs" for that question, but everyone just wants to take the cup.
Of course, everyone wants to take the cup. Everyone wants to win.
Which is fine because you gotta be ambitious. But I think if I was in the league, I'd just be like, "Oh, I just hope I don't get beaten every battle."
I'm just happy to be here, really.
Yeah, I'm just having fun. I just don't want to get 6-0'd by anyone.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, it is hard. It does happen. No one likes it, but it does happen.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're probably heading towards the end of this. Is there sort of anything you want to say?
YouTube.com/whatever, go subscribe.
It will be in the link down below. What's it called? The description down below.
Yes, the description thing.
Yeah. So people will be able to find you. So definitely head over here and check them out. The Sacramento Kingdras, which is super cool logo. So you can just love it for that.
Yeah, and the Twitter link for Feathers will be in there. If it isn't, I will make sure that somebody puts it in. So, hooray for that.
Yeah, hopefully. And I guess from you guys as well, people need to start letting us know who they're sort of going for, because
root for the Kingdras.
Yeah,
you get free points.
So if you're still getting to this stage, let us know down in the description as well. Who do you want to win? Because we don't know. Like no one's really been sitting here saying, "Oh, this is who I'm going for." And so yeah, it'd be interesting to know, guys. So yeah, do that. But I guess that's all from us. As I said at the start of the video, if you want the most up-to-date information, just subscribe here, go to the Twitter, do all of those cool things. And that's pretty much all. So see you guys later.